Hello, folks. I am Alan for today's news. I will be reading and speaking about world news, interesting news to keep you entertained, and news to keep you informed. And first thing on the docket today is YouTube deleted one of my videos, and I believe it's because I'm not a big news agency. I'm just a little guy, and they know that they can pick on me. And I'll tell you more about it later. What I got for you first is Fox News. China ramping up persecution of Christians as it demands worship of allegiance to their leader. Said the Chinese Communist Party, which is CCP, has escalated its persecution of Christians through 2022 as the country clamped down on churches and online religious content while demanding allegiance to their leader. A report released last week by the U.S.-based non-government organization China Aid warned that the Chinese government is using charges of fraud to financially suffocate the house church movement, which consists of Christian congregations that have not registered with China's official protest church. Authorities are using the traditional Christian practice of giving tithes and offerings to trump up charges against house churches under the measure of the financial management, the religious activity venues, which were updated last June according to the report. And you can read the rest of this in my description box. And stuff like this is what demonetized me, maybe because I had it in my title. I don't know. It says here, top doctor says she suffered COVID-19 vaccine injury. And you see something here. Let me go to my other browser here. And go to... Wasn't that one there? Let me back this up here. See, it won't be hard to find. Right here. And let me click on edit. And see, there's nothing on here. But I can still play it. Hello, folks. I am Alan for today's news. But see, the title here, it says... Top doctor says she suffered COVID-19 vaccine. And this one is still up.
Calling for more research into COVID jabs after experiencing a vaccine injury.
Your former member for Wentworth, Dr. Karen Phelps, suffered irregular blood pressure and breathlessness following her second jab. I'm pleased to say she joins us live. Dr. Phelps, good morning. You and your wife.
The link of it will be in my description box. That's all I'm going to put on it. This is from News 9 Australia. It's a news agency. I'm not a real news agency, so they can pick on me. I don't have no money. I don't make money from this. I don't have very many viewers or subscribers, So if my video goes down, my whole news cast, then you know why. It's because of YouTube. Because they're against the little guy. YouTube don't want you to do anything. And here's my next one. This is from Good Housekeeping. There's a massive air fryer recall due to fire risk. And it's from a name brand too. I heard about it on the news. It's from Carsory. I guess how you say that name. Around 2 million air fryers have been voluntarily recalled after manufacturers at Kasuri discovered that they may pose a fire risk. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission reports that Affected consumers need to immediately stop using the appliance in question, which are widely available and sold between June 2018 and December 2022, both in stores and online, as well as in Canada and Mexico. And I watch a lot of cooking shows about air fryers. I got air fryer, and a lot of them say, use Kasari. I'm glad I didn't. The link of that will be in my description box. And here's another one from Fox News. They always put this COVID vaccine warning on these things. That don't bother me. I don't pay no attention to those. This is from the I-Team. Fire ER doctor explains reason for not getting COVID-19 vaccine.
Hospital groups in Metro Atlanta now require all staff to be vaccinated against COVID. The deadline was last Friday. Emory, Piedmont, and Wellstar won't disclose how many people lost their jobs.
But Fox 5 I-Team reporter Randy Travis talked to one longtime ER.
And that's all I'm going to play on that. If you want to watch the rest of that, the link will be in my description box. I know I'm not working right now. When I was working, they said everybody had to get the COVID shot. I said, no. I said, I'd rather get fired. It's my right. Just like, I'll get to this other thing later. Here's one here from Business Insider. Sheltering miles from a nuclear blast may not be enough to survive unless you know where to hide, new calculations show. Unless you know where to hide, calculations show. I wasn't reading it correctly. I'm still pissed off at YouTube. It said here, if a nuclear bomb were dropped in your city tomorrow, will you know where to take cover? Nuclear war is a terrible thought, but for a team of researchers at the University of Nicosia in Cyprus, it's top mind. Anyway, this article is from Business Insider. I'll probably get in trouble for reading this, but that's all right. It said in a recent study, the researchers calculated how the blast from a nuclear explosion could affect people sheltering indoors, and found that even if you're at a safe distance from the explosion to survive the blast, you may still be immediate peril. It is important to understand the impact on humans indoors to provide recommendation for protecting people and assets, said co-author. For example, we can design structures that offer more protection. Avoid hallways and doors. Seek corners of windowless rooms. So they're saying that, avoid the hallways, don't get near doors, and seek a room with less or no windows. Get in the corner. When a nuclear bomb detonates, it generates not only radiation in the form of a bright, blinding light and scorching heat, but also powerful shock waves that can travel for tens of miles. It's these shock waves that are potentially lethal for people at a safe enough distance from the fireball. The team simulates a nuclear explosion from about 750 kiloton atomic bomb. For reference, the bombs the U.S. drops at Hiroshima was 15 kilotons, and at whatever this country is was 25 kilotons. So on an average, that's about 37 times smaller than the bomb in the researchers' simulation. A warhead of this magnitude, that would be that 750 kilotons atomic bomb, would likely liberate everything within 2.5 miles. But people beyond that radius may stand a chance if they're sheltering in the right location, the studies shows. let's see, where that right location is, however, is where the researchers' results get interesting. The explosion was simulated using high resolution and high order compilations, fluid dynamics based on 3 decades of experiments and theory. Using these models, they computed how the shock wave would move through buildings, including rooms, walls, corners, doors, corridors, windows, and doorways, at distance of 2.5 miles to 30 miles from the destination site. And you can read the rest of this in my description box. And here's another one I'll probably get in trouble from. This is from, actually, let me see, pull something up here. It's not on that one there. See this one? No, this is my YouTube here. This is why it got taken down. And maybe let me put that back up again. Oh, not that one there. Go back here. Anyway, they said it's anything that contradict WHO, that's World Health Organization, or LAH or something like that. That's local health thing. And yeah, right here. It said YouTube doesn't allow claims that about COVID-19 vaccines that contradict expert consensus from local health authorities of the World Health Organization. Now, here's something from the World Health Organization, actually from LBC. Let me play this here a little bit.
Is good advice.
Let me ask you this. There seems to be 2 schools of thought, Doctor. Is it wise or is it pointless to wear a face mask?
We don't recommend wearing a face mask unless you are coughing or sneezing a lot. And coughing or sneezing, I'm talking about any respiratory infection. And people misunderstand the face mask.
Now, see, the World Health Organization said they don't. There's no use wearing a face mask unless you're sneezing or coughing. You know.
Mask. They think the face mask is about protecting themselves. It's actually about protecting others if you are producing a lot of respiratory droplets, to put it gently. And so essentially, and one of the risks with the face mask is people struggle to wear them for long. They're very uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're very uncomfortable. Anyway, first they tell you to wear a face mask, it helps. Now they're saying it doesn't help. Later on, you'll hear more about the COVID-19 jab, you know. It just, they talk in circles, you know. And I know YouTube probably trying to protect themselves, but, you know, if the World Health Organization said jump off a building, YouTube would probably say go ahead and jump off the building. YouTube is a follower, they're not a leader. And here's one from Fox 2 News. Senior Russian official threatened Polish borders as Moscow mounts aggression against other European nations. So here on Friday, issue a direct threat against NATO after he called on Moscow. This is from Dmitry somebody, former Russian president, on Moscow to push Western defense outside of Ukraine and across the borders of Poland. Medvedev, whatever his name is, the current display chairman of Russia's Security Council, made several racial claims against the U.S., its NATO allies in Ukraine in a Telegram post. He repeated false talking points issued by Russian President Putin that the Russian troops are fighting against neo-Nazism in Ukraine, and suggests any attempts to restart peace talks will fall because of the West. Anyway, you can read the rest of this in my description box. I'm still pissed off at YouTube, the Nazi YouTube. Here's one here, as I said, from the Jerusalem Post. I'll probably get a strike against me on this. Researchers may have found paths to natural cure of COVID-19 study. One of the YouTube things that said, don't tell anybody about MMS or any other thing or natural cures. Well, this is from a news agency here. Anyway, it says, new peer-reviewed study from the Tokyo Institute of Technology has potentially found a natural cure. Oh my God, what I do. The study was published in the journal earlier this month. The study found that the natural amino acid called, I can't read that, but it's the abbreviation's ALA, is an effective way to reduce the expression of ACE2, which is the receptor of the SARS-2 virus strain of the COVID-19, which allows the virus to infect cells. Therefore, anyway, I'll probably get a strike against me for this, but it's news. It's out there. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not fibbing nothing. It's from a Jerusalem Post staff from yesterday. And they say to, I don't have everything on here. Anyway, oh yeah, I checked my air. I bought an air quality meter a few weeks back and been checking it. Been going from green. Right now, it's been reading purple. Let's see if I can pull that up here. I bought it from Amazon. Check the air quality around here, and I can go to my email here. See if it loads up yet. No, it didn't load up yet. Anyway, I'm going to put a picture on it, from my phone. But our air quality right now where I live is in the purple, very unhealthy. The risk of health effects is increased for everyone. The next one up will be hazardous, and I'm waiting for it to go up there. I don't know if it's from these planes flying in the air and dropping crap or what. Anyway, I don't live in any big city. I live about 25, 30 miles south of St. Louis. I don't trust these government agencies, so I bought my own meter, and it seems to be doing pretty good. Most of the time it reads good. We was burning some leaves, and it went all the way to hazardous, from the smoke. So I know it's working. No, it still didn't go through my email. Anyway, that's all I got for you right now. Comment, like, subscribe, keep watching while my newscast is still going. Because sooner or later, YouTube might be shutting it down. That's their choice, not mine. I'm not making no money from it, so I'm just putting news out there. So until next time, thanks for watching. Later.